Well, if you spent some time outside this summer, chances are you have seen a tick. Experts say it is one of the worst tick seasons they've seen in a while.
We live in a state full of ticks. Researchers can now say definitively pet owners are at a higher risk of tick exposure, potentially making them vulnerable to tick-borne diseases.
Look at you.
You can't help but pet this lovable Pekingese. Dante is one friendly little guy. However, Maria Minty keeps a watchful eye on her four-legged family member, a sharp lookout for ticks.
He would bring them in, we would clean them up, go through them very thoroughly, and find them. And then about an hour later, we would have to restart again. Sometimes we would find them either crawling on the floor, on the couch, or sometimes even on our legs.
A Yale School of Public Health study led by epidemiologist James Meek confirms owners with outdoor-indoor animals are at a higher risk of tick exposure.
It's approximately 1.5 times greater risk of finding ticks on you or attached to you if you're a pet owner than a non-pet owner.
Which then increases the potential threat of tick-borne diseases.
The more ticks you encounter, the more chances you have for a tick that happens to be infected with the bacteria that transmits Lyme disease.
Not certain if Dante was the carrier, Maria is recovering from Lyme disease.
They couldn't really say for sure, but I did experience Lyme disease, and it's a very painful, exhausting feeling to go through.
The Minties had their property organically treated.
After that, it seemed to have worked. We don't notice any more ticks on him when he's on the premises.
Researchers also confirmed that pesticides that kill ticks are indeed effective.
The number of ticks found on treated properties was much lower than that found on non-treated properties.
Although no direct link to Lyme disease.
It appears that treating your property will reduce the number of ticks on it, but it may not reduce your actual risk of Lyme disease.
The study was funded by the CDC. The results could prompt the Federal Health Agency to add checking pets for ticks to prevent Lyme disease.
Researchers recommend that owners should talk to veterinarians about effective ways of preventing tick exposure on pets.